Hi, I'm Karen. I'm a tribe member of Katrina's Forever Friends. Are you a forever friend? Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when Katrina goes live or posts a video. We're so thankful to have you here. Thanks so much.
Bring up Vance. Hello, Vance. How are you today?
I'm good. Hi,
Can you hear me?
Karina. I can.
Okay, great. That's
Can you
who
hear
is
me? Good.
important. I can hear you. And
Okay, good.
you are the husband of one of my forever friends. And
Yeah.
I can tell that this is new to you, and that's okay.
Oh yeah.
I know it's got to be shoved at you all down you because I know this young lady because she's got a passion for helping. So I know you're going to be around it. You will understand. I'm not psychic, Vance, but I have this way of your family communicating in certain ways. So I'm going to try to help put the puzzles together.
Okay.
And when I came in, I'm going to tell you the very first gentleman. It was this gentleman. Now, I just want to let you know everything just says everything about him in that photo. So I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend anyone could see that this is a pretty awesome guy and would love to be around him and just has this magnetism about him. But I sent you over some notes. I was just wondering what your intake was of I call them clip notes. We
Okay.
don't have to go through all of it. I just want an impression of some of the things that when you looked at your dad's. Is this your dad?
It's not,
It looked
but
like him.
he I met him when I was in Houston. So
Well, he's taken on your dad role.
and that's what he did. He was kind of real
That's the
bad.
love that I get from this guy. And you know what? I'm going to tell you. Look at everybody. Take a look at Vance. You know how they say that if you live with your fur baby for a long time, that the owners look like each other. This man looks like you look. Look at the chin.
Yeah, that's deadly.
It's just right, and things come in a way, and he's very proud of you. I want to let you know that today, and look at how you got something on that says strong. I wrote down that I saw something red and blue, but I saw a
Hmm.
little bit of yellow at the top, and I didn't know if it was something that you might have had in a shadow box. But it's interesting that you're wearing red and blue on. And if anybody else takes a look, the top of your head, Vance, it's yellow. It's shining like
Shining
on
from the
the
sun.
sun.
Good.
It looks like it's so. I had this vision that he shared with me, and these are little things that you may have been thinking of him at the same time because
Yeah.
it's coexistence. Um, this is a man of pride. I mean, when I say so, he didn't want nobody to be fussing over him. He didn't want to take. He was stubborn in the case of actually trying to get some medical attention. I just want. He didn't care, but he didn't trust them. That's just how I feel like it's like I don't trust them. They just want my money uh, and he's colorful of the way he's saying this. I'm being nice because this might have children, so I want to let you know that he does incorporate his feelings with choice words.
Yeah.
I hope that you recognize that. I'm trying to bring his personality in. He has this way of when he talks. I don't know if he cracks his neck or kind of like loosens up the neck muscles while you're talking to him. Do you recognize that behavior when you're around him? It's like does this and relaxing it. Not saying that
He
it's
did a
painful.
lot.
I,
He did a
I
lot.
just want to share that with you, Vance, because being a brand new person where you're enlightened that all this paranormal is going around us. You don't have to go to a special place. You don't have to go to the spooky one. Our departed are always around. And if yours is seeing someone else, you'll have a neighbor that's got one visit. So there's spirit everywhere you turn. Once we open our eyes, and I'm being shown, Vance, that your eyes are being opened, and that it's becoming emotional, and it's almost as if, where the hell has this been coming from? It's always been with us.
Yeah.
And he wants to let you know that he knows there's this moment of a time of visions of so many attending when he crossed over. I hope that makes sense. It's almost like they flocked. And when I see the map of the United States, I feel that quite possibly he had quite of he could have beat Romney if someone took. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? He was very endeared and loved.
Yeah.
I also saw, he said, riding with pride, and that was a soft tail motorcycle. My
Correct.
son had to tell me. What I did notice in the photo is I felt the helmet was very important. I feel like someone has this helmet, or it had stature to it. I don't know if that makes sense.
Mm, his son ended up with it, but he was part of the Banditos and the Gypsies. So he was
Oh, interesting. Is that a
so
chapter of
he had down in Houston. There was two different ones. So he left the Banditos and went to the Gypsies. But then, once you're a Bandito, you're always a Bandito. So they kind of did. They were like, "You're not leaving our motorcycle crew," but we want to.
is it
He
kind
said,
of like
"But
the Hells Angels, that movie where they
it
had, I
kind of
don't know.
is. It kind of is, but they're a little rough. But I can't say little. They are pretty rough. But like the shootout and Waco they had with they were part of the Banditos were part of that. So they were pretty rough
Ooh.
thing. So, but he was always respected because even though he left on good terms.
So the
So,
chapter, it branches out way further than
oh yeah,
that central. So that's why I keep seeing others coming in. So
oh
he was
yeah.
very high ranked. Another thing that I saw was a medal, um, and to me, it may be what you're talking about. And or I was just wondering if he served, because that would be another reason why I saw a
He
medal.
didn't. He didn't serve. He was always. He told me. He goes, "I'm jealous of you because you served," and he said that was one of the things he said to me. But we're both nurses, and so I worked with his wife, and then that's how I ended up meeting him.
I just saw that. I just saw that. So when I see the medal, I wonder if this medal may be um, featured in the place of the motorcycle chapter. I'm not
It
quite
could
sure if I'm
be.
saying that right, but I wonder if they have a shadow box with his stuff in there. And it was a vision that I saw.
Well, they keep his ashes, so he had a shadow box. He has and so he's in a metal. He's in a metal container that has all his motorcycle stuff and memorabilia and everything he's with.
And white gold, right?
Hmm.
I just noticed that it wasn't golden that I saw. It was definitely white gold. And I drew. I'm not a good drawer, but and I'm looking at you. I don't see no jewelry on, but for some reason I feel like it's right on your chest, baby. And I
Well,
see these.
well, I
Yeah.
have these are my triathlon stuff, but he wore his necklace all the time.
I
He had a Screaming
but he's
Eagle
around
Harley
you.
Davidson, yeah. Huh?
He's been around you. He wanted to let you know that he's around you because Vance, there's a part of you that you wish you had done more, sweetheart. And this isn't about just saying thank you. This is about telling you, damn it, you stop that shit. That's exactly what he said. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be rude to you,
Oh, you're
but he
good.
wants you to know that he was with you. And the necklace that you are wearing, I can't see from here, but I see a round one. Can you confirm like a anchor type
Well, he
hook?
he did. Well, this one's triathlon. It just says try on it. TRY, TRI. And then
And
the
then,
other one is the Iron Man. So it
oh,
has the little M dot and has like a
okay, I
M.
just drew these things that look like it had a circle, like round thing. So I just thought that it looked
So if
like
you turn it upside down, turn it around, and then it's M dot.
ah,
There you
okay.
go.
Thank you. I do my best. I do the best that I possibly can.
You
Thank
would have
you.
caught it right on the money because that's what it is.
Awesome. So everybody, I thought it was an anchor. I got to flip it upside down. It was an emblem. So we're going to go ahead and
It's
share
for
with the
Iron
world.
Man. Yeah. So, and
Pretty
that's what
cool.
it's on our shirt. That's what.
So, and I like to share with everyone. I was seeing that through his eyes because they coexist with us. He was there, and I can smell smoke. It's very thick over here. So, was it a cigar maybe or a pipe?
Well, okay. So he smoked for a long time, but then he quit. So he ended up with COPD. That's the reason why he ended up quitting.
That see, it's not because he didn't love it. And I love heaven.
And so
I
he,
love that you're allowed to do
yeah,
those things.
yeah. So he did that for a long time. So yeah,
Well, he
he's like,
still is. I love what I get to do. So I wanted to share, but it was thick over off to the right of me. And he also shows me like this vision of a red tractor. And it's got all kinds of land when I'm looking at it, and it's like I see like little goats, and I think they're goats or maybe lamb, but I think it's goat. And I'm seeing like
that means he was
a
there probably
truck,
with me
maybe a dark blue.
because we had a red
Pardon?
tractor that was at the farm. So yeah, and I had the goats
You were
that
at
I
the
don't have them
farm?
anymore. Yeah, it was a farm, about 230 acres.
And was this after his crossing when you had to make this decision?
Yeah, it was
Please
be
note.
there.
And remember, this man was like your dad to you. So you were asking for the right things. What should I do? I know it
Yeah,
was an emotional moment. Look at how he's bringing up, even then I was with you. And you did make the right decision because, Vance, I feel like you're going to get the same thing just in a smaller version.
yeah, good.
There's some great there's some great things coming your way, and he wants you to know how much he loves you, especially during the moments that was meaning so much to you.
Yeah.
Um, and father like son, I don't care how you put it, and I tell people many times, my forever friends, it doesn't matter about blood. Rhodey's family, Tiffany's family, Leroy and here, they're family to me. It's how they care and how we love each other, and that's how he has for you. And he is so effing proud of you. And I couldn't say that real word because I get bleeped out, but he did. Do you have a tattoo or something that is on the left forearm?
Well, he had tattoos on both arms, but I do have a tattoo, but it's my Iron Man tattoo. So that's that I had
It's
put
your
on
what?
Iron Man. So that was the one that the
So
I dot or the M
uh,
dot with it. So
what
but I
about
had that one put
now?
on.
Go a little bit. That's your left arm, correct?
That's my
All right.
left
Now
arm.
you're talking about one that's already there. Are you planning on putting one on your lower forearm? Wait,
Yeah.
the forearm. You're talking about putting one right in here. Is this correct?
Well, kind of that. Yeah, about that area. It actually, because he. All right. So he was from Louisiana. So he had on each arm he had coon. He had coon on one other and ass on the other. So every time they would look at him, they, "Where are you from?" I'm a coon ass. That's what he. And so he was like,
I love that.
I
I
told him I
love
was
that.
going to do that a long time ago, and he's like, but you're not from Louisiana. He goes, but you're my boy. But you were. So he'd always call me his baby boy.
That's exactly the story he wanted to remind you I know you showed me a tattoo. That's not the one he was showing me. It's got to be one that you're about to or that you talked about, and it's the lower part. So thank you
Actually,
so much for
it's
sharing that.
actually the one this is the one that I have that I told him I wanted to get, and he said yes, get that one. But this one's the tribal one. But the other one we talked about, and he was like, he said that's up to you, baby boy. You do whatever you want. So, but he said that's
Okay,
your body. So, but he said no
it
matter what
is
you get,
my
he goes.
body.
So he said no matter what you get, you're gonna get it. So that's the way he was always was. So.
I need to ask a question. I'm
Hmm.
hearing every other word of yours is kind of electronic. Is anyone else hearing that, or is that only on my end? I thought maybe I might be able to have Tiffany and Rhodey tell
Only
me.
on your end. I'm not hearing it.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Am I sounding okay?
You are sounding fine and looking
Yeah,
fine. Yes.
Okay, just checking. I want to make sure that you hear everything, Vance.
I am.
So he
I
also
hit the
says
phone
he
real quick.
knows you love him
Oh
and
yeah.
he called you son.
Yep.
He says, I'm so happy for you that you finally got it.
Yeah.
And Vance, you know what I mean by that? It's love.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Dudley was always he wasn't very happy with my last marriage, so he was very upset. So because he's like she would always keep me away from him. And so he was like, no, 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 you got to find happiness somewhere else. He said, if she doesn't make you happy, find somewhere else. So,
So look at how all the answers of your only you on a conversation. And Vance, I don't go looking at people's social media. You don't know me, but even your wife told me you didn't have a Facebook. So none of
mm-mm,
this stuff would have been posted on something that's not there. He's with you.
mm-mm. Yeah, I didn't even post Dudley on anything. I don't
I,
do.
I just I just want to let you know how real this is and let everyone else know
Absolutely.
that these are answers to those private moments that you and him had. He said no pain. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I was really worried about him because he ended up having a heart attack and dying alone, and that's what
No, he
bothered me
wasn't
the most.
alone. He came to you. He came to his friends. He came to his family, and he opened up a beer.
There you go. Because he quit drinking. He said, I give up everything when he said because he couldn't drink, he couldn't smoke, or his health. And he said, I gave up everything except for women.
And it didn't even work.
So I
So
laughed.
look at how he's been a chance. And the kind that he's opening, I just hope that you know it is a bottle long neck.
Yep, that's what he drank.
I wouldn't lie to you. I got no reason to.
Yeah, he drank that.
He said that he had a vision. I saw blood, and it's interesting you said a heart attack because I do think that there might have been some overgrowth in proteins and stuff. Uh, it just looks like it's kind of on the thick side a little bit. I don't know how to explain that. I'm not a nurse. Um, and it might even I'm feeling coolness in my hands, so whether it was part of what had occurred or it was during a winter moment, I don't know, but his fingers are cold,
All right.
and
So
that's all.
when he died, it was cold outside, and he was building a brand new house. So then he was
Wow,
yeah. So
I
he was
love what I get to do.
and then he ended up having a blood clot that went to his heart and ended up dying that way.
Wow. And look at he said that he says that there was a vision of you being there for him. That was meaning to
Oh
me
yeah.
is that, do you understand that? And it was underlined. So all the things that you were wondering or worried about needs to come off your shoulders, Vance. This isn't just saying, oh, he understood or he's in a
Mhm.
better place. this conversation tells you I'm talking to him and he's telling you he's okay. The first thing that he said is that this is very interesting. He told me, because I feel like he too has a grandmother that took care of him like a mom, because he said his mom is there for him, and it
Yeah.
was shown that it was his grandmother, but he called her mom.
Yep.
So she was there for him. I want to let you know that the only thing that he felt when he crossed was the cold of his fingers, and there was his mother. Everything's great. Uh, oh my goodness! Did he ever tell you about the whipping tree?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
He did. Nobody knows that.
absolutely love that. I love it. I love it. The whipping
There's a
tree. I
willow
gotta put
tree
that down.
too.
What?
There's a willow tree.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Yeah, his grandma he used to make him go get the willow stick,
Yeah, I
and then
know
and so he did that to his kids.
those hurt. You can even braid them.
Yeah, he's like this crazy. He said, yeah, he said they wouldn't listen. He said he had uh he had two girls and two boys. He
I
said,
saw
and
that there was a mixture here, and I also want to tell you that he says he travels with you. It's like I'm seeing the countryside, and I feel like you like the countryside too. It just
oh
feels
yeah,
peaceful.
yeah. Well, he
There's
he always
there's a
tell me
place to
whenever
go
I ride.
fishing.
What's that?
He, he's showing me a place that he would go fishing.
Oh my
Um,
God.
okay,
Yeah.
and it feels like it's old fashioned type of fishing. No fancy rod for him. It feels like it's just one that you could throw in and throw out. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, we went fishing over in one of the lakes that's over in Houston. So we would go
So
fishing out there.
was his fishing rod more basic than yours, Vance?
Oh yeah, very.
The old fashioned way. That's the
Oh
only
yeah.
direction. I just want to let you know, and that's the vision of the tree. I want to tell you it was very special. And he says that he's proud of you to keep going.
Yeah.
He said, Mom's here with me, and I love you so much.
I definitely love him very much. Miss him.
I know you do. And he's there every single time. I can smell the coffee in the morning. So
Oh yeah, he loved his coffee.
I got to
He
have mine too. And it looks like
he
it's
had a
black.
he had Bucky's mug that was this big around. He would fill it full of coffee.
It looks like a 32 ounce or 48 or something. And it looks like it's green. It's got like a turquoise green coloring to me when he shows it.
Hmm.
Um, so I want to say that it has some kind of emblem on there that has to do with the like Speedway or Speed Quick, something. It just seems like.
Yeah.
But do
Well,
you
he
ever?
had two of them. So he used a lot of, he used those two. So his two favorite ones, but then he had his another one that he would mount on his motorcycle that he would take with him. So it's kind of
Now I
crazy.
want to let you know you asked him for a sign of him being around. Anytime you see an eagle, that's him. I want to let you know it's like and I've had the same one: fly like an eagle and live like you are dying. Those are the two things that he's telling you.
That's pretty much his motto. That's everything he lived. Yeah, that was his motto.
Mwah, he's awesome. I just love it. I just want to let you know that he is still the same person. This
Yeah.
I'm going to bring
Well,
up photos.
he never met a stranger, and he'll sit
No,
down and talk
that's
to
why
you.
so many came around.
Yeah, he never knew a stranger
And he loved the ladies. I could see them coming and sitting in his lap.
all the time.
Let me bring